feel very fraudulent actually, because I've been asked to do this gig, and it's a woman's gig, and I've come to do some poems by a persona which wasn't a woman, which was indeed me, and the persona was called Chloe Poems. But Chloe was a gay socialist transvestite poet who rallied and railed against the world like only a gay socialist transvestite poet can. So I'm going to do a selection of poems from her canon. I do poems now as me, and they're very different to the poems Chloe does. This first poem is about, I think the gay scene died in about 1988 to 1991. It became so completely competitive and right-wing and awful, and it just died. And it was so evident in its very young gays. Now I don't know about you. This kind of happened in about 1988. You would go to a young gay. You'd say to a young gay, "Hello, young gay. How might you be?" And the young gay would go, "Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's rude." And I think the young gay would go, "Young gay, you seem to have dropped your drink." Not you. And I don't quite know where that came from. What was that about? Did we, as older gays, have we taught these younger gays to be absolute shits? You know, unkind, ravenous, hateful little twats. So this poem is about a canal. It's all based on true things that I've heard as well. It's a poem, but it's based on the truth. And it's called Canal Street's Biggest Celebrity, and I have to become a vile little shitty queen to actually do the poem. So give me a second while I do this. I'm a maitre d' at this dead posh pizza place. You're looking at the face of Pizza Palace. Pizza face, they call me on town. I fucking hate it being nice to a load of dickheads who don't even know my name. Enjoy your meal, sir? Or rather, fuck off, sir, you inane bastard. I'm nothing to you and never will be. Can't wait to get out, me. Hit the town, drop an ear, it's all the rest. What else is there? Got this fantastic new top. See, it's Westwood, the business. I'm like a cat with the cream, a queen with the crown. Meow. Cost a fortune. Turn the club green with ember, upside down, but that's me all over. Don't give a fuck about anybody. Why should I? They're just a bunch of jealous twats who wouldn't know high fashion if it hit them in the face. Well, I'm going to hit them tonight, slap them right down, put them in their place with all the grace and style of Naomi. I forgot to mention, I'll be centre of attention, dripping with more star quality than Kyla. Move over, Gaga Chacona. It's this child's destiny. Make way, everybody, for Canal Street's biggest celebrity, and it's take-off time soon. So come on, boys, fly me to the moon. Oh, I'm really off it now. They don't talk about me. They're saying I'm cheap and slimy while smelling that banana, pretending they're all looked up. Don't want to get too sweaty. Can't ruin me look. They say clothes maketh the man, but I swear to be the death of me. Can't stand looking scruffy. Don't know why I take E. Makes me all disorientated and fuzzy. I feel like the most hated person in the room. But like a diva says, don't let it show on your face. I just look at them, cold and feeling, even though I'm reeling with insecurity. But it's Saturday night, that's the way it has to be. It's the way it always is. What is it? Somebody said, don't break it if you can't fix it. Talking shite now. It's Saturday night, that's the way it has to be, that's how it goes. Anyway, never mind me, how's me fucking clothes? Darling, your head might be trashed, but sweetheart, you still look class. The guy chatting me up has no idea what I'm thinking. Why should I? Just wants to fuck. Well, he's in luck, because I'm gagging for a bit of trade myself. Says he wants to come back to mine. I can't take him there. It's a council flat in the tower block. I feel ashamed. Anyway, I share it with this queen I can't stand. So, I tell him a little white lie. I say, I live in a loft-style apartment, but my parents are staying and they don't know I'm gay. Takes me back to it. Do the business. Doesn't ask my name. Good job, as I can't remember his. But he says he loves me. Taught to say you should have fucking cost enough. I don't tell him I get paid extra because my sugar daddy likes to leave the condom off. Don't give a fuck about HIV. Anyway, they've got tablets for it now. Wouldn't bother me if I had a... I know that sounds cold, but girlfriend, better dead than old. There's a saying on town, only losers are alive after 35. I like that. Makes sense. Let's face it, love on the sea by the time you're 30. You fucked up and spent. I leave the trade asleep. I haven't got far to go. Cause quelle surprise. What a shock. Silly fucker admits to the next tower block. Can't wait for tonight. Going out in drag. Gonna be a slag bag and paint the town as red as me lips. Parties out and shimmy me hips with the best. I look fantastic, bitched up and brassy, like a real woman should. All slutty, sexy and sassy. I'll have the straight lads drooling, cause I'll be so fierce and fucking ruling. Might even set up my own act. Mime a few songs, do some patty, you know, a smatter of this, a bit of that, great big tits, shake that ass. I really look up to drag queens. To me, they're the real stars of the gay scene. There's this fab new one. Fanny Denial, Queen of the Bile. Dead funny, dead common, dead original. She's like this Egyptian drunken prostitute housewife. But I couldn't stand that Chloe Poems, could you? Too political, stupid bitch. Said nothing to me about my life. So you see, you get a flavour of what Chloe was now, but she had a black bob and a big gingham gown and was a little bit butcher than me. This next poem is, I love London, I love it dearly, I think it's got really beautiful architecture, I'm a big fan of London, but London is the epicentre of all things capitalist and show busy, and my hatred for capitalism and show business is profound, and I think the worst excesses of show business and the worst excesses of capitalism are just garnered to make you feel deeply, deeply paranoid. So London is creative and miraculous and beautiful and wondrous and stunning, but it is deeply and profoundly paranoid. This poem is called London is Paranoid. London is paranoid, a hapless void of polarised pretension, of anal retention, an invention of media, money, power. London is sour, a dour metropolis, ruined as the Acropolis, hanging on a precipice of insufficient power, an imposing edifice, rocking, rotting, second by minute, minute by hour, into the murky waters of a disenfranchised river. I watch it shiver, I watch it quiver with fear, always looking over its own cold shoulder that it overlooked before, and that's not because it's caring, it just wants to check out what you're wearing. London is paranoid, a place enjoyed by the rancid cancer of celebrity. I say, let it be. It wants to be A-list, so happy to be B-list. If not, I'll see you on the C-list. But please, God, never on the D. And these showbiz cadavers call this credibility. So magazine, so limousine, has been and Maybelline. If your skin's not tangerine, then you're yesterday's news. And I'm sorry, mate, you're second rate if you don't live in a muse. London is paranoid, far more destroyed by this attitude than it ever was in the Blitz. It's in bits, bitching and snitching, scritching and scratching each other's eyes out. And these personality clashes haven't ruined just eyelashes, they've left yawning, gaping gashes in its soul. So tawdry and cold. It's a catalyst, dreamt up by a capitalist who claimed its streets were paved with gold. Fool's gold. So turn again, bid it hasta mañana. for London is the epicentre of cruel Britannia. London is paranoid, shops